So it is 17:37 p.m. Sunday evening, and this is an About Me video. This is a retrospective, introspective look back at my time living with Rob Jones. I know I've talked about it in other videos, but I never fully went into it, or I might have, I don't remember, because I don't go back and rewatch my shit. So, yeah, this is going to be the final time I bring that shit up for sure. Promise. So, rewind back to 2017. I was working on moving out. I wanted to get out because shit was bad here. Couldn't stand my cunt of a mother. I've done many videos on that shit. But yeah, my one friend Rob from high school, he had his house and he had an extra room. I'm like, dude, let me move in. And this was a situation of right time, or no, what did I call this? Right opportunity, wrong time, literally. Because at that time, he had been cheated on by his ex-wife. She ran back to her ex-boyfriend, and they got pregnant, had a kid. Because Rob's an asshole. Like, she wanted him to fight her, like, argument and stuff. He wouldn't do that. And then, it took him a while to say yes to me moving in. And finally, I packed my shit. And I had a lot of shit. I had a lot of shit. Oh my God. Whew. Man. So, all my shit's packed. I moved out. And I'm living with him. And I'm happy. I'm in the best fucking mood of my life. I'm so happy. And I'm glad to be free. And it's great. I love grocery shopping. I love having my own room. All that space to fuck with. Oh, man, it's so nice. So beautiful. But then it went to shit. Like every living situation goes when you have a roommate or go with a roommate. So, what I discovered was he is a territorial prick. Oh, yes, he is very territorial. And he also projected his ex-wife onto me and her sister. And I didn't appreciate that shit. Because if you project somebody else onto me, you're going to get that back tenfold. Sorry. Just don't do that shit to me. You will get lashed out hard, and I'm going to get to that. Oh, man. So, because they both were at his house, and they kind of tore the place up. There were piss stains in the carpet. He was mad about that. A blind was broken in the bedroom. He's mad about that. And he went on and on about it. And then he would crucify me for eating in the bedroom. Now, granted, I get his point, but at the same time, like, I have a trash can. Like, literally, I have a fucking trash can. Like, shit. I don't see the issue. I have a trash can. I'm not going to let food sit out and get dirty and get moldy. Oh, no. I learned my lesson of that years ago before this. Way before. But yeah, he crucified me about that. And I'm like, dude, there's no ants in the bedroom. Ants will get in the bedroom. They'll get all everything. Ooh. We're out in the country. Ooh. Dude, chill the fuck out. God. I even teased him about this shit. I'm like, oh no, there's a giant one in the corner. There's another one. Oh, it's Spider-Man. And I'm like, man, you need to chill the fuck out. And he'd always get on me about it. I'm like, dude, quit. Christ. Did I keep eating in the bedroom? Yeah, I did. Is that a bad thing? Yeah, it is. But in my mind, like, I got a trash can. I take my trash out. I don't fuck around, leave dishes sit. I clean up after myself. Like, damn. So, the first month was a rocky start. And, we clashed over different little things. One night, he actually yelled at me. And it was over the pettiest shit ever. Like, pettiest. Here's how petty it was. I'm sitting downstairs playing my game. Or I was watching TV. I'm not even playing my game. And I had my clothes folded sitting on the couch downstairs. And I had my other stuff beside me. Yeah, my clothes and my laptop were on the couch. And he flipped the fuck out on me about it. He's like, move your stuff, it looks junky in here. I'm like, chill the fuck out. I'm like, it's not junky. It looks junky to me. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? It was like 5 or 6 pairs, like 5 or 6 things of clothes folded on the couch, on the arm of the couch that I was coming to get after I was done gaming. And they weren't far away. It was like maybe 18 steps away, literally. Like, dude, chill out. He flipped out over a lot of shit. And he had a lot of fucking problems, too. Oof. So, yeah, that was exciting. He actually made me fucking cry, yelling at me. Because I'm like, you're gonna yell at me about how it looks junky because I left it sit, but I'm coming to get it in a little bit. Like, dude. Fuck. Ugh. So, I was at his place for 4 months, and it was hell after the second month. Like, ugh. Because I got so tired of his dumb shit. He'd crucify me about eating in the bedroom, made comments about my weight, and like in the beginning, he's like, I'm going to help you get into shape. You're going to get down to 250. I'm like, okay. I was excited about that at first. Because I'm like, wow, 250. I'm like, fuck. I've never been that low before. And then he got a new a new dining room set. And this is when he had a new girlfriend, or his side bitch till they were a relationship. And I'm sitting in the chair, and he makes a comment like, Kevin, another screw fell out again. I'm like, whatever. And then his girlfriend's like, stop it. I'm like, oh, that's nice. She's standing up for me. Cool. Great. And then he yelled at me one morning. He did a lot of dumb shit to me. It really irritated the fuck out of me. One morning, I'm sitting in the dining room. Well, yeah, living room. Yeah, living room. Because I wouldn't sit at the table because of the chairs. I'm like, fuck that shit. So I sat in a recliner. I'm eating my food on the TV tray. And he's like, what are you doing eating in the living room? Eat at the dining room table. I'm like, no, you're going to bitch at me about breaking the fucking chair again. So I'm eating in here. I told him it. And he just looked at me and went back to bed. I'm like, good, fuck off. Prick. Ugh. Accused me of leaving the TV on overnight when I didn't. Accused me of stealing his knife from his kitchen drawer that I didn't steal. I had my own knife. They were identical. Of all the fucking things in the world, they're identical. Like, great. Yelled at me about touching the walls. I have bad balance. I have to balance myself. And he's like, you're touching the walls and leaving fingerprints. I'm like, I can't help it. I need to balance myself. He's like, well, then slow down when you walk. I'm like, what? And it was just one thing after the fucking other. And the worst part about him was, he's like, I know you post shit about you and your mom fighting. I don't want you doing that while you're living here if we're having a fight. I did it anyway. And I'm like, fuck. Because my Facebook, my rules. Pretty much. That's how I roll. This motherfucker was spying on my Facebook. And came upstairs and told me he's spying on my Facebook. Are you fucking retarded or something? Like, you're really gonna tell me that you spied on my Facebook and you're gonna come upstairs and tell me you did it? How stupid are you? Really? Ooh, bus. This is a big bus. Oh, another big bus. Must be a convention or some shit. Cool. Anyway. So, wow. So yeah, crucify me about Facebook. The shit was ridiculous. I'm like, is this motherfucker really telling me he's looking at my Facebook? And spying on me? Really? I'm like, I even told him, like, why are you going to tell me you're looking at my Facebook? He's like, I want to know what you're up to. It's none of your business what I'm up to, motherfucker. It's my Facebook, my rules. So that led to me blocking him on everything, social media, even Xbox and PlayStation. Everywhere. He is blocked for life. Ugh. He's even muted on my damn phone. I don't like him. Hell no. So, yeah, it was a nice arrangement, but, oh my god, what a fucking nightmare. Because then he would bitch and moan about needing a second job. Because he has this big ass double rancher. And what the hell was the rent? I know the house payments. They were, because he bought it on a foreclosure deal and shit. And he had to pay like 1,000 something in that to keep it. Just to keep it and whatnot. And he's like, oh, I gotta get a second job. I might have to do that. So get a second fucking job. And I'm like, just get a second job. Like, if you want to keep a roof over your head, get a second job. Not hard to do. I mean, if you have your own place, or you have a house, and you're in danger of losing it, what are you going to do? You're going to do everything in your power to make sure you don't lose it. Even if that means getting a second job and sacrificing sleep so you can make ends meet until you're good to go. Correct? Correct. But no, this motherfucker whined about getting a second job. What a pussy. Called himself King Shit. Yeah, he is King Shit. Faggot. Oh, I hate him. So, his best friend, Mikey, moved in. And then his mom moved in as well. So, he was able to make ends meet. And it was nice, but there was still that, schism between me and him. And he would make little sniping remarks at me, and I'm just like, ugh. Because he expected me to jump at his pace. I'm not like that. And I told him this. Because he wanted me to do, there was something he wanted me to do. I forget what the hell it was. But it was another conversation we had, and I laid it out to him plain and simple. I'm like, dude, we weren't born in the same year. We weren't born at the same time. We didn't have the same childhood growing up. We didn't have the same damage either. Now, if we had the same damage, if I experienced the same childhood you did, and went through all the exact same shit that you did, maybe I'd understand you. And then we'd be on the same motherfucking page. But we didn't have that. We weren't like that. This is where we're at now. And he looked at me so baffled and just stayed quiet. I'm like, yes, that's right. I'm telling you something that's fact. Like, you can't expect somebody to jump at your rhythm. That's not how it works. You can't force someone to be something they're not. Because then you're met with resistance and all that fun shit. And this is what he got out of me. He was a lot of resistance. Because he kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And I'm like, oh, drove me fucking crazy. So, after all that bullshit and whatnot, and then he had the audacity to tell me, this is even funny, this cracks me up. Let's see. He fucked one of his ex's, Brandy, before he had a girlfriend. And then when the new girlfriend came into the picture, he's like, "Oh yeah, don't tell her about me fucking Brandy." I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna tell her anyway. Shit. I'm like, I give a shit about your sex life? I don't give a fuck. Did I tell her? No, never got to. Because she wasn't very interactive at all. So, whatever. I don't know what the fuck became of them. I really don't know. I don't care. But let's get down to the final day I was there. Woof. This motherfucker. Like, it was, I literally had so much anxiety and shit for the last day. Oh man. Here's something even worse he did to me. I had a panic attack. Real bad panic attack. Like, I was rocking back and forth, couldn't calm the fuck down. So I called the suicide hotline. And that bitch didn't help me. It was like, yeah, 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 I'm like, you're not helping. Click. Let me call 911. So, 911 operator helps me out. And I'm like, I'm having a panic anxiety attack. I just want to stop rocking back and forth and calm down. Can you help me? And she's like, yes, I can help you. And she patched me through to an ER nurse who stayed on the phone with me for 20 whole minutes and calmed me down. I was so happy. I felt so much better. And I posted about that. And this motherfucker has the audacity, the fucking balls, to tell me I shouldn't have called 911. I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind? What's his excuse? Oh, if you have a problem with somebody in the house, you need to talk to them and tell them what's wrong. No, bitch, I'ma call 911 and get fucking help. Because you're the goddamn problem. Idiot. I think one of the funniest things was he got mad about me going into his room. I only went into his room once because I was trying to measure out sound. Because I listen to audiobooks. And I wanted to make sure that it wasn't going through, he couldn't hear it through the wall because the walls are plaster. So I was measuring the volume and telling him, no, not telling him. Yeah, I did. I told him why I did it. And I'm like, dude, I'm trying to figure out how loud to make my laptop and how quiet to make it. And he got pissy about that. You don't go in my room. Whatever. And then he rooted through my trash can and saw I had food, empty bottles and empty food shit in there. I'm like, dude, why would you go through my trash? That's where I masturbate into. I don't masturbate into my trash can. I really fucking don't. I just said that to shut him up and keep him out of my room. And this motherfucker took him 2 minutes. Took him 2 minutes to digest what I said to him. He's like, ew, ooh, why would you do that? You masturbate into a sock, man, not a trash can. What's wrong with you? I'm like, why are you going through my trash? Oh, man, the look on his face, though, that was fucking priceless. Ooh, so priceless. Loved it. So, the day, that last day. Fun times. Dumb went bad. So, it's the last day. Or no, not the last day. It was the last week I was there that day. He pissed me the fuck off. So, that night, apparently I'd left the TV on, according to him. He knocks on my door when he's getting up to go to work, because he works day shift then. I don't know if he's still working there or not. He was working at Joseph Banks, I think. Yeah, because he was complaining about that job too. retarded, whatever. So he knocks on my door, and I'm like, it was 3. I hadn't gone to sleep yet, but I faked being asleep. I was like, whatever. He's like, you left the fucking TV on again. Or he's like, no, not again. He's like, you left the fucking TV on. I'm like, no, I didn't. Like, yeah, you did, you motherfucker. No, I'm going to bed. I'm like, whatever. And I shut the door and locked it. Oh, that's right. I slept with a locked door while I was there, too. Because I didn't feel safe. And he even tried to break into my damn room. A couple times. Yeah. Like, why are you trying? He literally tried to push against the door while it's locked and try to break in. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Creep. Ugh. So, I go to bed, and I wake up, it's like 2:15 in the afternoon, because I love sleeping in. And, or no, I woke up to him pounding on my door. I had good sleep, and he pounds on my door. Wake up, I want to talk to you. I'm like, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, jarred out of my sleep by him pounding on my door. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me with this bullshit. So I'm like, and then my bladder wakes up. I'm like, great, now I have to get out of bed. So I get out of bed, take a piss, go back to my room. He's standing in front of my door. Wouldn't let me pass. I'm like, alright, guess we're having it out. He's like, and we had the biggest fucking fight. Verbal fight. No fists were thrown in this fight. I wanted to. Oh, I wanted to. But no, I didn't throw any fists, and he didn't throw any fists. We yelled at each other. And I got the upper hand on him pretty good. Because people have learned over the years, if you cross me the worst way possible, I am going to eviscerate you verbally. And it's never pretty. I'm not nice about it. I'm just like, fuck you. And I'd cut deep. I held back, though. But, yeah, he tried to be dominating against me by standing on his tiptoes. And let me iterate this. Me and him are the same height. So trying to tower over me is pretty pathetic. Like, are you shitting me, dude? I laid the fuck in there. Like, you compare me to your ex-wife, Tiffany. Yeah. You compare me to Tiff and her sister. You expect me to weigh a certain number. You never accepted me for the way I look in the first place. You make not snide remarks about my weight. I laid the fuck into him. Oh, it felt so good. Oh, man. I never went the fuck off on somebody like that in a long goddamn time. And let me tell you something, it felt fucking good. It felt good to go off on his ass. And all he could muster up was, you think you're talking to me like this in my house? And trying to stand on his tiptoes and get in my face. Are you shitting me with that bullshit? Really? You're trying to tower over me? We're the same height, dumbass. God. I mean, I let into him. And then Mikey's mom. Mikey's laying in his room right next to me. He's awake, hearing the whole fucking thing. And then after the fight and shit, his mom came upstairs and she's like, what's going on? And he looked at her, looked at me, and he walked away. I'm like, finally, fucking cocksucker. Oh, man. Why did I hold back? I don't know. Maybe I wasn't really ready to throw a punch at his ass, but oh man, I really could have let him in. Because at that same time that his ex-wife ditched him, his dad died. So he's going through that as well. And I was going to say, well, maybe you'll turn into an alcoholic just like your dad. Almost said that, but didn't. And at that time, like, he was drinking because his new girlfriend wasn't talking to him for some reason. I forget what the hell happened between the two of them, but he was drunk that one day. I'm like, that's cute. But yeah, that whole order of events. I know it's scrambled and shit, but that's what happened. And about a week later, I moved back home. I was happy as hell. I literally got my shit in gear and got everything out of the fucking house, packed and left. Like, whew. I was so happy to be back home, and then Beck started in with her bullshit. I'm like, God damn. Oh man, that's funny. But what did I learn from that experience? What did I take away from that? Well, don't move in with a bipolar control freak asshole. For real. Oh god. Never. Ever again. um Definitely don't get into a situation where money is a problem, because that will really fuck you over. Because he tried to raise the rent on my ass. I'm like, you can't do this. He's like, yeah, I fucking can. I'm like, no, you fucking can't. He's like, yes, I fucking can. I'm like, no, you can't. It's illegal. I don't give a shit. You're going to sign the paper, you're going to get out. I'm not signing shit. Well, then you get out. Fine, I will. Bitch. Oh, man. Wow. It was a good situation, but it was bad timing, honestly. Would I try to reconnect with him again? Fuck no. Not after all that. Oh no. Mm-mm. He can rot in hell. I should have listened to my aunt. I really should have, because she even said, she's like, you guys are older now. It's not like high school. Everything's changed. And I'm like, no, we're good friends. I should have fucking listened to her. I really should have, and I didn't. But no, I had to live and learn. And during my time moving back home, Pat helped me out with, decongesting and decompressing from all that trauma and shit. So yeah, fat shout out to my aunt. I love her. Cause she listened and shit versus Beck. Oh man. But yeah, it was a live and learn situation. Like, yeah, Rob was cool, but boy, he turned out to be a total asshole. And I hate that. Like, I hate that, him turning into what he did ruined our friendship so badly. Like, and he was so hung up on his ex and her sister and kept comparing me to both of them. And it just drove me fucking nuts. I'm like, dude, quit. And then everything else in between that. Ugh. Retarded. He's very territorial because he had such a turbulent childhood. And I'm like, okay, but don't project that onto me, because that's not who I am. Because I hate that. I'm like, if you're going to project shit, you're going to get it right back. Yeah. But whatever. But the positive side of that, it was nice to taste freedom. It really was nice. I enjoyed that a lot. But I don't know. Am I over this whole thing? Yeah, definitely over it. I don't have flashbacks anymore, so that's really nice. Oh man, because I used to have flashbacks for a while on living with him, and shit would set me off. Now I'm like, okay. But yeah, I made my peace with it. I'm good. But yeah, it was just such a turbulent time. And I got no remorse for him. I don't feel bad for him at all. Like, the way he came off at me, Like, that's that's really bad. Like, no. So, that's what happened to me in 2017. That was my first experience in moving out, which was exciting, but also a learning curve. What were the best parts of living up there? The sunsets. Oh, yeah, definitely the sunsets. Oh, they were so beautiful. The sunsets, the grocery shopping, having my own cabinet to myself, that was nice. Um, Being able to put ice in my water. Oh, yeah. Because we didn't have ice trays here at the house. So he has all this ice. I'm like, ice! Living the high life. um, I did like that double rancher though. It was beautiful. But, oh well. So, what else was there about that? Do I miss the dog? Fuck no. At first, I was like, oh no, I miss that dog. I'm like, fuck that dog. That dog gave me more fucking anxiety than he did. Because you know how dogs are. They bark at every little fucking thing that scares the shit out of them. And I'm like... And it'd be like afternoon and dog goes off. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So, yeah. I don't miss that dog at all. Fuck that dog. So, that's how I feel. That's nice. I don't have any anxiety doing this video. Ain't that cool? That's nice. So, yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna go chill outside for a while. So, till next time, like and subscribe for thoughts and prayers.